Not too fast, okay? Very, very interesting, yes. I kind of want to give this another shot. I'll be more calm. Xelphus, thank you for the primary sieve. Others. Thank you, Xelphus. I appreciate you.
Alright, everybody pays attention, no one gets hurt.
I'll give it another try, actually. I got this time. Third try is the charm. Alright, so to start off, spam the cover button. Take cover as soon as possible. When aiming at these 3 hostages, you want to start off by aiming at the white shirt guy's arm. And when Michael says don't blow yourself up, the word self,
Don't blow yourself up.
we'll aim to the brown guy and then to leg of the blue guy. To make them get up. Spam up enter, go into first person, then spam up enter. Up arrow and enter to make the phone call. Then we will run, take the corners as tight as possible. Don't press A or D in first person ever. It doesn't work. Just use your mouse.
There's enough here for us all to enjoy.
Adjust yourself. When you gain control here, press V and then jump. Get to Trevor as soon as possible.
Give it up! I got him! I saw your face, I'll remember you.
We forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one?
Here you will spam your key to switch to Trevor, move left a little bit, shoot guard in the face. I reload here, there's no reason not to, you don't have to go fast here. Take cover on this box, then I'll be looking straight at the blue door here, at a 90-degree angle if possible. And I will be spamming the hell out of spacebar to get a really quick jump. And hopefully get in front of Michael. You need to not hit Michael and not hit the pillar on your right. You have to sort of squeeze in the middle. That was really good. And I will shoot these 2 guys reload. Always shoot passenger first. It makes your life a lot easier. Shoot them as soon as possible. Same with these 2. Then you can start immediately after shooting. You're gonna start spamming tab to run. I'm gonna stop spamming tab here because if you go too fast, you will fail. So for safety, do the same tab run here. This car only has 1 guy, shoot passenger first, driver. And you got a 236. Easy as that. Good job. That's all you need. All you need. Oof. And spam F, yes. As you're shooting that last car, my hands are on Shift AS to move towards the car, and I'm also spamming F. When I have like 1 guy left to kill, I start spamming F to immediately get in the car after shooting the last guy. Here you want to keep your car's right tires on the snow. How I'm doing here, this is to avoid the slowdown triggers that exist here in the middle of the road. At this jump I hold control so my car lands quicker. At the tractor I cross over to the left side. And usually if your angle is right, you can do this without braking at all. You just have to let off the gas a little bit on that turn. And you have successfully completed Prologue. Congratulations.
Ditch the car, all right? We can go this way to the chopper.
What's control on controller? It's the button that would make the car's backside go down. Like air control. I think it's left stick down.
Where the fuck's the chopper? Fuck.
Yeah, so holy shit. Setback? Yo! Oh, setback! That is huge! Oh my goodness! $100 towards the attorney? Thank you so much, setback. That's amazing. Oh, here, hold shift SD. You don't have to do anything else, just hold Shift SD. Run away as soon as possible. Setback! And if you're watching this tutorial, yes, you, whoever you are, we're gonna have a huge prize pool for this tournament, so you better pay attention and learn and get good.
Stay back! You come near me, she's fucking dead! Stay back!
Thank you, Setback, so much. That's awesome.
Go! Go!
100 big ones. That's insane, Relo. I don't even know what to say.
Not always a good citizen.
Maybe you could you do that with like,
Die a hero's death.
if you're on keyboard but you have a controller, I could just hold
Our Lord
left trigger.
was crucified,
Because I can't rebind right now.
so perhaps we should not judge. We are born of sin,
Though that would kind of mess up stuff.
and in this,
Holy shit, salami as well?
Father, we do not know your infinite mysteries,
Okay, Cheb, dude.
but we know
Salami, Setback, you guys are both absolutely godlike. Thank you for donating to the prize pool. We really appreciate it. It's awesome of you guys. That is huge. The prize pool almost got doubled from that. Jeez. Alright, back to tutorial mode. Skip the cutscene, hold Shift W.
Come on. Shit, come on.
And when you get close to the car, press F.
Like that? Bobby Big.
I don't need to say keybinds. You can see the keybinds. Immediately turn left. Keep your car sort of in this area. You'll have to brake to make this turn cleanly around the divider. Go between the bushes. Don't hit the bushes.
Okay.
Stay on the yellow line roughly a little bit to the left. Just a teeny tiny bit to the left. To get a perfect Lamar push. Pay attention to where I'm brake boosting and where I'm powering. I'm not gonna call them out, but this is the best routing I could come up with for this section. I brake here really early, so you don't smash into the wall over there.
Oh, we filming shit here, huh?
Also braking a lot here. You have to pay attention to those two cars, because quite often they will be in the intersection when you try to turn. So pay attention. If the gray car on the right has moved, then the left car will probably move too and block you. So just pay attention to that. Here I'm also keeping the back of the car down on these jumps. So the back of the car lands quicker with control. Same on this jump.
Be careful. Oh shit.
And from here really, yeah, you just pay attention to where I'm powering, where I'm brake boosting, where I'm braking manually. Oh, that was supposed to be a powered turn. Okay, this is the one that you brake for. Here, pay attention to the minimap. If you're too far ahead, Lamar's blip will start flashing and fading out. Yep. Power twice. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So very rarely a cop will spawn there where you're turning left. Thankfully I could avoid that. This is an alleyway to use. So here you power twice coming out of the thing after the cutscene. And then you have to just sort of escape the area as soon as possible to escape the cops quickly. So you'll have to make a really clean left turn. Then you kind of slowly, don't come to the dealership immediately, kind of go slowly around the area. Yeah.
You are a racist and I don't like you.
Here you just walk outside to skip some dialogue.
Not. This racist insulted me. Hey, what's up?
Here I jump twice, then go into first person. Get into the car, bring up the phone, emergency services.
How about we fall through, homie?
Don't power until Lamar finishes his dialogue, because the call won't work unless Lamar finishes saying homie. Only do the call after. Power Just jump, bring down your phone at the sidewalk, go in slowly, don't hit the gate.
What's up? Can a low come up in your crib?
Why you got to make all that racket?
I jumped twice during the mission pass cutscene. Walk into the gate to warp, but I fucked it up. I can't believe it. Alright, so you're supposed to walk into the gate, press F, and sort of block the gate from opening. I kind of failed it there, but you can look at other runs for reference for that one. Make sure you don't block your entry into the dealership here. You park badly, won't work.
Hey, what's up, Simeon?
So good to see you. So good.
Let's go to Vespucci.
I also jump ties that I hold right click and jump again for a little jump. Run close to that other car to keep Lamar running. If you immediately get in the car, Lamar will stop running and he will walk instead, and we do not want that. Here, make sure you hit the left barrier here or whatever, because that one doesn't mess with you. Get on this sidewalk, power 2 or 3 times there, and get a brake boost on the crossing. These traffic just destroyed me this time. You would want to cross to the left side of the road optimally, but Big Goods has prevented me from that. Here, handbrake slide to the right into the marker, and back up onto the fence so the car saves for Lamar. And here we will push Lamar get into first person. If you're too close to him, you're not allowed to run, so you have to sort of back up between pushes. When you know you're gonna lose the push, just back up and try again. He will walk weirdly, but it's okay. When you get to the green car, switch to third person, start jumping. If you push him further, you will probably get extra dialogue from him. Which actually loses a lot of time, so make sure you escape his reach quickly. Right, the shootout. Shootout, as the shootout starts, you will shoot one guy, then climb the barricade to your left,
Man, stop being a pussy, nigga, and grab that heat.
which will spawn every enemy on the map. You will kill the 2 guys on the balcony, then shoot the gas tank, hopefully killing everyone, but this guy was not cooperating today, so we have to kill him. It should leave you with just 4 left. Shoot all of them. Wait a little bit, look at Lamar when he... Oh god. You don't have to actually look at him, you wait around... I don't know, what is it? 3-4 seconds after killing the last guy. You can start running. Shoot the guy off the bike, pick it up. And now we just need a clean drive here. So I'm hitting curbs, going on and off curbs as much as possible while holding the wheelie, because the bike doesn't really wheelie on its own. Wheelie at this pothole. Wheelie here. Then make a controlled right turn. You should be fine if your angle is good enough. More wheelies on curbs to gain speed for the jump. Make sure you angle yourself to the right of this light pole. You can hold control to make yourself fly further if you don't quite have the speed. If you wheelie midair, you will fly further. More curbing, more curb wheelies. And brake for the right turn. Jump off before the marker. We're done with repo. Alright, to skip Tanya's dialogue here, you'll want to power before this green patch. Smash into the pole. Brake a little bit before smashing into the pole. Then get out. There I jumped and pressed F to get into the car cleanly. You don't have to do anything else. Just jump and then press F. Follow the route I'm taking here. The gate will open early. You can kind of just go in, park like this so Tanya can get into the tow truck.
Oh man, how did I get dragged into this? We both know you always been sweet on me.
Alright.
Shit, Franklin
I
couldn't.
lower the hook of the tow truck after exiting. If I lower it immediately, sometimes my left turn input gets stuck and I smash into the gate. Power on this curb and then power on this red line. This will get you up to full speed for whatever reason. And then just watch out for the traffic and make good choices. Don't go to the right of those trees on the sidewalk, it never works. Yeah, traffic is not always pleasant. Make sure your hook is already lowered, pick up the car. Make sure you hold shift to get the hook up. If the hook stays down, the truck will go slower. Power twice over those curbs, you have a good chance of getting a big boost. Then from here on out, just hit as many curbs as possible to stay up to speed. Power over this curb to gain some speed. It's useful. And then from here on out, just pay attention to traffic. Hit as many curbs as you can. Be careful with this curb. If the car hits it, it will flip out. But just very gently touch the curb. Here I can drop the car before I'm even there. Get out as soon as possible. I'll look at alerts later. Yeah. We're gonna drive to Chop. Turn on the sidewalk. There's some boosts you can get here. Yeah, on the curbs. Here, power and let off the gas. Don't hit the weird barred part of the fence because that will kill you. Make sure you don't. Make sure you aren't going too fast and you're making a controlled left turn into the area. I'm gonna show off the warp here. If I get cops, it's okay. So if you want to try this, there's an opportunity to warp Lamar into the van. You're gonna want to steal a car and park it. Wait for Lamar, he's close. You have to leave just enough space for Lamar to be able to walk through. And then you get in from the passenger side. See, the warp worked. Awesome. The setup is kind of difficult and it doesn't work with some cars. Generally, if the car has a rectangular backside, it will most likely work. But in my experience, it works less often if the car is sort of round shaped and not so edgy. I don't know the word. I can't think of what word I'm trying to find here. Hopefully you understand what I mean. Yeah, here traffic can be pretty unforgiving. I usually power over the bumps in the road so I don't fly into something that I don't see. I don't power on this last one, so I let the dialogue play. How do I even explain that dialogue? I don't know. You want to get to the yellow dot when one of their dialogues ends. I shot there and then tab run to get to the van quicker. Listen to the van. So a lot of times in the speedrun you will want to use Franklin's power when your vehicle shifts gears, because the moment your vehicle shifts gears and then you power, you get a speed boost. So I use that on the van here on this drive. I listen to it and when it shifts, I power. And if you go on the curb at the same time too, that's even better. If you shoot on that last straight, you can avoid pedestrians from being in this alleyway.
Man, I ain't gonna perform for you like some Indian in a Wild West show. That's racist, bitch. You fucking full of shit. Man, take time. Go get that food. Nigga, you just sitting your ass down with your feet kicked up.
Here as well, we're gonna start off this section by shooting the ground and then tab running. This is not super important, barely saves any time, if any, but you might as well. When you pass this bus, switch to first person. Thank you. The movement here isn't really important. It doesn't really matter what you do here. Just take the general route I'm taking here and it's fine. There's no way to speed the guy up here. You just kind of go. You can either kill or not kill the cat. It's not important. Sort of wait on this line of the shadow. This will trigger the cutscene when our friend gets here. Alright, so here you want to sort of run ahead. Make sure you don't block Chop's way. I sort of go to the left of him and then stick close to the trains here. So I definitely don't block him. Chop pushes. Okay, so when Chop sniffs the ground, you can push him. You want to push his like left ass cheek and hope that he turns in the correct direction. Sort of turn to the right, and then once you're sort of shimmied in between his legs, you can run full speed. Yeah, if you don't get a good angle, just don't push him too far. If you push him under the train, you might soft lock, so don't push him under the train. After about 3 pushes, when he's close, shoot the dog, go back, wait for him to sniff, push him again. These were really unsuccessful. These are hard. I'll just link you to Saurus's video of him doing chop pushes for an hour. You can watch that and learn from that. Yeah. Line yourself up with the door handle. You want to be right in front of it. And line yourself up with the pistol. Then run in front of him here. Trigger the cutscene. For this drive, don't use your power at all. We need this dialogue to play out all the way. Watch this car. This car always comes out of the parking lot, and sometimes he makes a U-turn really rapidly, and it can catch you off guard. So always pay attention to that one car. Here, after the first ring, if you time your power right, you won't cancel the dialogue. So the phone rings twice, and between the 2 rings, you can sort of power in the middle and make the turn cleanly. Park in the spot and wait a little bit.
Oh, you owe me a bike too, you motherfuckers!
Alright, motherfucker. You the mother.
Alright, the moment this mission passes and you gain control power, you can power before the mission pass comes up to make that turn a little easier. Car shifts up, curb, power, brake boost in this pothole. Thank you. Here, park in a way that's not too close to the barrier so you can get out on this side. You want to position yourself so you get out between the bushes. Limit your FPS to 60. If you're above 120, the mission will fail. Limit your FPS. Once you're past this pole, I usually uncap again. And then here you just power lot. Again, abuse when you hear the car shift up, power and curb. That's just a good baseline to know. If you power and curb when the car shifts up, you'll get a big boost. Pay attention to where and how I'm boosting here. It's really not something I can explain easily, so just look at the keyboard overlay and stuff. I always go up on the sidewalk there, power a few times, stop at the gate, climb the right side of the wall, climb the bush, go into first person. Do these 2 climbs in first person, hold W and just use your mouse to position yourself. After you get in the window, when you gain control, press Control to go into sneak mode, just hold W. You can start holding sprint when Tracy disappears from the maps, jump once at some point for a free optimization. As you get in the car, spam F. Make Michael wake up.
Semi-automatic pushed against your skull.
And this drive you have to do without your power. Traffic is incredibly volatile. There's like 3 brake boosts, 4 brake boosts on this stretch of the road, so go back and learn those.
My guess, you're working a credit fraud.
1 brake boost here as well.
Serious, dude. I just worked the
This turn there's always a car coming, this car. And it could be in any of the lanes, so you will sort of have to adapt to that car every time. And it could also be big goods, it could be anything really, so it might screw you over. Slow down for this turn.
Look, man, it's just between him and your fucking son.
And you want to make sure you stop early on this yellow dot. If you roll too far, you will spawn at the wrong spawn point. Turn in, smash the window. And my inputs here are just Shift, W, and you spam the hell out of left click, and you hope for the best. And you hope you don't get pushes, like I did there. I don't know of a consistent way to do this without pushes, I'm gonna be honest. If someone knows, hit me up. Quick save. Press B, game, load game, spam enter, hold Franklin switch. Now left click works the same as R. Do you spam R? I don't know if left click works the same as R, but I always spam left click, it works. Hold Shift W, spam space, enter to skip this cutscene, jump again, bring up your phone, sleep mode, run around the yellow dot to avoid the extra cutscene. Here I just hold Shift WD to run to the right immediately. You want to stick close to the wall to make sure Franklin doesn't get stuck behind you. Don't run too close to the house. Keep the door open for him. This is also a very volatile drive, and the hardest mission you will play in this category probably when you're starting out. Don't feel bad if you mess it up. I usually stick on the right side of the road here. These turns are a bit easier to take.
Shit, things that desperate, huh?
Nah, but, you know, shit, I was making a point.
Pathologizing self-deprecation.
This is, I mean, there's not much to say about this drive. You have to adapt to the traffic, like this big goods every single time. You can boost on these potholes. They're not that easy to get.
Can't tell my accountant that.
Cross over to the left side here to get ready for the turn. I brake just a tiny bit so I can make the left turn cleanly. Make sure you tap A, tap left turn, tap steering is very important here to make that turn without spinning out. You have to get close enough to the boat. I released W until I hear the car shift down, way back there. And then speed up, get that 1 brake boost that I got, get Franklin close. Here you don't want to be going too fast. Don't rubber band the boat too far ahead. The boat speed is based on your speed, so you don't want to go too fast. I kind of just tap W and chill out. When this guy comes out, you have to wait until they start fighting. Then you can start shooting him. You only have to shoot him once, and then when their little animation is over, he will just fall over. Then stick close so Jimmy comes out of the door. Then here I will rubber bend the boat a little bit. Just smack into it and then slow down again. And this timing is difficult, but you want to be going fast. I kind of messed it up there. You want to shoot him and then make it fast enough to catch Jimmy. You have about 3 or 4 seconds after shooting Jimmy. If you're fast enough, Franklin will just climb up immediately instead of tumbling down. It saves time. But the timing is really hard. And then catch him when he comes down. This timing again is also not easy, because if you try to go pick him up too fast, the boat might rubber bend away. You have to perfectly get to the back of it on time.
Now that doesn't sound good.
Hey, now That's the engine, man. We ain't
Alright, this dialogue skip, sort of line yourself up with this black line on the road. That's kind of the reference I'm using, but look at the minimap to position yourself exactly.
At least you still got a son.
When he finishes saying son, you have a very small window to hold W and make it in there. Scroll up on mouse, E enter escape in quick succession.
All right, man. I'm taking you home.
Then here, just curb a lot, abuse the shifting up. Again, when the car shifts,
All the credit for.
curb and power, gain boost.
Oh, God.
I power about twice here, maybe 3 times on this drive, and then get this brake boost. This is how I get my speed up every time.
You know what?
Take this turn on the sidewalk because there's always cars here. I cross over, usually get this brake boost, and then this one. I hold it a little longer there to get a lot of speed. If you hold your brake boost and hold S longer, you will get a bigger speed boost. I mean, hold your power and brake for longer. You will get bigger boosts. It's not too worth it everywhere. I power here, don't power near the gate because you want them to talk when you're here.
What the fuck?
And then smash into the gate to skip dialogue. You're gonna want to run immediately and take cover on this pole. After mission pass, bring your phone up. Set up the ledge buffer. Get in the van. Once you're in, you can put the phone down. And we're gonna drive to this one specific tree. Limit our FPS to 60. Stop at the tree, F, and spam Q. And you will make it to the mission. You can uncap your FPS after the ledge buffer is over.
You okay, homie? What happened?
Guy bounced my wife is what happened.
Which guy?
The guy up
Little brake boost on the top of this hill, go between the 2 light poles, smack into this light pole. Don't go too close to the tree, the hitbox can be deceiving. If you go too close to the tree, you will crash into it. Just be careful with that. Hill climb, slow down, go to the right of the tree. This is just something you have to practice. I can't really explain that, I don't think.
And we'll see how you like it when someone fucks with your shit.
But yeah, if you go too fast, you will fail it. If you go too slow, you will fail it. Your angle and your speed has to be right.
Let's see what happens.
Dude, you are probably crazy.
And then you just get in the car, hold W, nothing special.
Man, fucking drop it. Man, I think that shit's coming down, man. Come on, man, do it to him. Are you fucking
Yeah, spam Q, spam cover for ledge buffer. I can explain it after. You can ask questions after the run. Here, back up. Bring your phone up to avoid the phone call. Once you're down here, I hold C to turn around and then turn my camera around. This is to make the guys despawn, or not spawn rather. You have to move your mouse a tiny bit sometimes, or your camera will move back, so just keep ever so slightly moving your mouse. And then get in the gate, and you've completed the shootout skip.
Hey, thanks for the help. Hello. Is this still the number for Lester Crest?
Who's asking?
Who's asking? Who's asking?
You're awful cagey. Even for a dead man, Michael.
Right.
Ooh, you don't sound good, buddy.
Here you want to look over to these, there's always, well not always, but there can be 4 vehicles parked here. And sometimes one of those parked vehicles could be a bike, so if you see one up there, you will probably want to take it, unless it's a crappy bike, of course. I keep looking up here in case I see a bike coming, which I don't. We're gonna go down to the freeway. I see a bike way in the distance, so I'm gonna get ready to get it. Walk in front of it, don't shoot it, it's a scooter. Are you kidding me? Well, okay, if scooters are spawning, then you're kind of just want to start looking for cars. Because we're not taking scooters. So if you spot a decent car, just take it. I'm not even spotting decent cars. This is just all crap. This is all absolutely just insanely bad vehicles. If you get lucky, eventually you'll see a thruster. I see a Feltzer here, so I'm just gonna take it at this point. I don't really have a choice.
Sorry, lady.
That's quite unlucky. So I guess we're using a car for this. I really wanted to show off bike strats, but I guess you'll have to watch a different run. But this is good for showing off car backup strats, I guess. If I see a bike, I'll probably switch to it actually. Because this is this is unfortunate. It's all scooters. It's every single bike I've seen is a scooter. That's insane.
You got lucky, buddy.
This sucks because there's like bike strats here. If you have a car, park it sort of at this wall here. Oh my god, that's... yeah, I mean that works, I guess. Here, when you go in, jump and bring up your phone, skip dialogue.
Need my help.
Here, spam space, and as soon as possible you will be able to jump. If you parked your car correctly, it will be turned around. And this is just a simple drive. With the bike, if you have a bike, you will... I'll just go that way, I guess. With a bike, you wanna jump off. Even with a car, this route is probably fine. Jump off this way onto the road. If the traffic allows it, if not, just keep going and take the freeway exit. Then go on this sidewalk. Slow down to be able to get into the store.
Excuse me.
Walk to sort of the right side of these clothes here. Wait to press E. It's E enter escape. Pants E enter escape. Take cover. Release cover. If you time it right, you will get a good running animation. And then just more driving to Lifeinvader. Traffic can also be difficult here. With the bike, I usually go to the left side of the road here and then go in this... Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, traffic is volatile. Good luck. I usually go between these two lanes and cut over to the parking lot. Get out, Climate.
I'm totally becoming a tech evangelist.
Walk in first person here. This will enable you to cut the corners cleaner and be fast.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Chill out on the beanbag. Marcus will be right out.
Oh, I'm gonna sit in a normal chair. I have a terrible back.
Cut the corners cleanly around.
Here you go. If you got...
This is a
Learn the order that I click these in. There's not really anything to explain about this, just be fast.
Scanning.
This place is fueled by Java, bro.
And that should do it. Why don't you try and keep things strictly safe for work from now on?
I really should have turned off chat. Okay. You're still in first person here this whole time. Really nothing special to say here.
Dude, when it blue screens
So,
again, you're
yeah.
my guy. Bye now.
I get a break to drink water.
Sit.
Foot bag, dig fast.
Ow!
Come on, you're gonna have to learn the foot bag if you want to get a job here, okay? Follow me.
I'm gonna take the bike or car that we arrived with here. I really wish I had a bike so I could show off the cool strat.
If I drown in mucus, it's your fault, you illiterate effing seas.
Don't try to climb this barrier on the left, you can't. Just walk down the stairs. Switch to first person or third person before getting in the car. Slash bike. After the call, bring up your phone and then close it again. This will clear the text message that's on it. Very important to remember. With a bike, you could drive straight in Michael's door. And you could, you know, just jump into the cutscene quickly.
Oh my god, you guys are so...
But with a car, you can't. So, yeah. Oh yeah, when you skip this cutscene, press D once. Get to the correct channel immediately. And then you wait. And then you grab some water, maybe stretch.
Weapons grade, red alert, world domination. We have put 1 billion people's private data in the public domain, and we
Always important. This is part of the tutorial. You better stay hydrated while you do runs. You will perform better. Eat before the run, drink before the run. Maybe even exercise. It will put you in a better state of mind for the runs, and you'll do better.
to make the next step. Prepare to witness.
Alright, after the crowd is done chanting doc doc doc, I spam middle mouse button to bring up the phone. Right click once, scroll up 4 times, right click and then put the phone down. I mean left click on J Norris and then right click to put the phone down. To make that phone call the fastest it can be. Once you gain control here, I spam space to jump. If you're lucky, you can get a jump here. Like so. We'll walk outside this door, switch to first person. Get over this bush. Stop a slightly bit in the corner. Well, I kind of fucked it up. I didn't get the call. If you don't get the call, just, you know, slow down a little bit. Make sure you get it. If you hang up the call too late, it'll despawn the mission. So just make sure you, if you need to, just wait. Push Jimmy a tiny bit, just down half the staircase. Run around this white thing on the ground, sewer or whatever. I ran too far, didn't I? He's supposed to run around the back of the car, but it's fine.
You're lucky to even be allowed out of the house.
And this is the same drive you've done plenty of times by now. Learn the brake boosts because you do this drive a lot. Can be hard to get the brake boosts in this car, but still good to try. Here at this intersection, always stick to the left, because very often the car will switch to the left lane and screw you over. I always stick to the right and it always works. Cross over to the left side already. We're gonna take the sidewalk again, right, like on repossession. Try not to hit the dudes. Don't want to get cops.
Look, I knew you were a bad guy, but...
Oh, a bad guy.
A crook, a killer, a thief, a liar.
I guess I've been all those things one time or another.
I get out between, like, yeah, the bikes, get on it. Don't immediately speed off. I wait just like a second before I turn the sprint on. So I turn the sprint on by caps lock. I hold space and then I tap W kind of slowly. This will make sure you go full speed, but you don't use as much stamina. Oops, don't aim. Yeah. So If you spam W too fast here, you will use too much stamina and potentially end up with too little health for the swim. Let go of space. Holding space makes you faster, but it makes it harder to turn. So for that part back there, I usually release space so I can turn. Make sure you don't hit anyone. Don't even go close to anyone, because if they get scared, they might dive into you. Hold your brakes at that corner, smash into this plant, get off. Shit.
Look, if you do go,
Switch to first person in the water. Get ashore. I think you do swim faster on the surface. Pay attention to the minimap so you're driving straight to where you need to go. Then you can just hold shift. You don't even need to hold W for swimming. You just hold shift. You'll see the ladder pop in, load in. Pay attention to your health. If you've used too much stamina, this is why it's important to tap W slowly on the bike part. Push the first person or third person, climb up. When you climbed up, jump into the stairs. I immediately hold right click and try to aim. The aiming is really weird here. This is something you just practice. I don't really have advice for this. It's something to just practice. Go to the leftmost place here between the pillars. Get on the shore. And you're done. If you're lucky here, even before the mission... Well, even before you gain control, you can bring up the phone. Yeah, I could bring up the phone here with up arrow. I can just get on the quick save and spam it. Save as soon as it becomes available. E game, load, enter, hold Franklin button. I pause with P instead of escape because it's like smoother, weirdly. I never pause the game with escape anymore. I always use P. Hold Shift SD, bring up the phone, scroll up 4 times, hang out with Franklin. These inputs are very important to do fast. Hang up as soon as it connects, switch to your suit, and wait for a text to come in. Wait for the text message. Switch to Franklin. When you see the text come in, switch to Michael. Wait like a second before you start moving, and then put on sleep mode. Waiting a second before touching your car controls makes it so you can receive a text quicker. See, I got an LSC text really quickly. And make sure you get Martin's text before you start this mission. That's very important. You want Martin's text, the LSC email, and the Lester email. If you have all 3, you're good to go. If you don't have all 3, you might get screwed before carbine rifles. You might want to consider waiting before starting this mission.
The hell is this place?
I walk up in first person here.
I needed a job that didn't require me to do anything apart from paying taxes.
Okay, listen.
I get into the car in first person. I have the independent camera modes turned on in the settings to do this. So my on-foot view is still going to be first person, but in the car I see third person.
What are you talking about?
I checked out the WPP thing. Doesn't look like
3 emails? No. 2 emails and 1 text.
They don't put witnesses up in
Right. Taking the brake boost here is risky. A cop car could come out and hit you. Then you get cops and then you're screwed. There's gonna be a familiar drive again. So get the usual brake boosts. Usual turn here. I use my brakes for that turn. Oh my god. Yeah, watch out for traffic. And then I sort of do a handbrake slide from this divider. Make sure your car hits the palm tree. You don't even have to press F to warp out, it'll just warp you out when you hit the tree. Third person and jump at this lamppost. Press C as soon as you're inside the store. Take the picture as soon as possible. If you're fast enough, you'll get a dialogue skip. After a cutscene, spam jump or time it. You might get a jump. I'm really bad at it.
Have a wonderful day.
So, we good?
Almost. I need to get eyes on the roof of the building. See where the ventilation comes out.
That show is amazing.
Run back in first person. You can warp back into the car from pretty far. So just
Drive around the block and look for a
press
way up to
F
the roof.
at some point.
Oh my god.
You sort of have to do a slide here again, but without the handbrake. So the boxes block your car door. Do a few jumps inside. First person up the stairs, third person up the ladder. Then here, press space. Bring out your gun, aim to turn around. Important to have a good gun hotkey. Do movement like so-ish. Make sure you don't fall off to the right side. You'd rather want to fall off to the left side. Bring out your gun again because it gets put away. Let go of shift. I think it's best to just pay attention to keyboard inputs here. I aim my gun to the right so I can take the photo as soon as possible. Switch to first person, jump here, don't walk on the concrete part. Yeah, sometimes you'll take a lot of damage. There's nothing much you can do about that, but if you do it correctly, you'll never die at least. Okay, warp in from here. If you park correctly, you can warp in from that side of the container.
I called ahead and told him to start setting up the information.
Then it's this drive can be kind of difficult. At this part, traffic can screw you when trying to aim for this hole in the wall.
Security guard on the door. He won't want to die for rich assholes to rub his nose in it.
Good. Alarm
Get off
system
here,
linked to
get into the
door
tunnel.
lock. We'll get a good window
Pay
so when
attention to
someone's
traffic.
Anything else?
Well, the more valuable merchandise is in the cabinets in the center of the
Usually
store
go on
by
the sidewalk
register.
here a
Might
little
start
bit.
there.
Brake. Avoid the bushes. Avoid these bushes, but hit these bushes.
The stones will be in the safe.
It should be stable enough going through
We
those.
go in when it's open.
I go up here.
Once we melt down the gold,
Slow
we
down,
cut the
don't hit
rocks.
the train.
That's an okay score.
If there's a train coming, you're
We can't
screwed.
go in after hours.
And dive out before hitting the yellow dot. And you're done.
Ah, crap.
Here are the photos.
I spam enter and left click here when you can choose mouse wheel up to choose the thing and still just spam enter and mouse wheel. Get down to your car as quick as possible. Sleep mode should still be on since you turned it on before the last mission. Hang up the call as soon as possible and just drive cleanly. You don't want to take too long getting here. So don't spin out here. Take this kind of slow. It's easy to spin out. I wait for the text at this pillar in the wall. I hold handbrake. Go as soon as I get the text. You can go full speed with the setup.
Look out!
I stop usually like at where the shadow starts. It's not the best lineup, but it works. Shoot and tab run. I look back to see if traffic is gonna screw me. I always shoot the passenger first. And then I try to shoot the two people in the back. Shoot this guy in the body twice. He didn't die! Oh no! Okay, if he doesn't fall down, then you're in trouble. You're gonna get shot. But for optimization's sake, you want to shoot him twice so he falls down, then get in the car and then kill him from the car. This is the way to make you lose the cops as fast as possible. And then you can, if you got lucky with spawns, you can just drive in here and chill. Nothing extra special you have to do.
Alright. Want to say thanks? Waiting on
Jump
you,
here
kid.
once, twice,
You're in the truck
first
with everyone
person.
else with me.
As you get in, hold the horn button.
I'm in the fast
You just have to honk the horn once so your teammates run back up like so. Don't knock Michael over. Wait for everyone to get in. And here we're gonna abuse again. When the van shifts up, we're gonna curb and power. We're gonna be curbing the whole time. So when you hear a gear shift, hit your power, get that boost. You wanna be in max gear early so you can get this brake boost. If you're not in max gear, you cannot get this brake boost. But it's really important because it gives you so much speed. And then get all the brake boosts, all the speed you can get.
I gotta be able to trust you with my life, my liberty, my reputation.
Yo, you will have to slow down at that turn if you're going that fast. And just make sure you don't crash into anything. Spam left click. This cutscene is skipped instantly. Shoot these two cases early. And I shoot that case and this case. I jump to that case. And there's two more to shoot here. These are all that you need to get. You can go back. You're gonna make sure you wait until there's a little animation of Franklin getting off the bike. You don't exit before he does that, or you will get a bug that loses you like 7 seconds at the end of this mission. So wait for that animation. Then you're kind of just take the route I took. You don't want to cut that left turn earlier too quickly or you might lose them. Here you can just go full speed. Go full speed around this turn. Go around this little middle part, turn around. Make sure you're not losing them. Go back to where we came from. Back on the freeway. You can go full speed here until this divider, in which here I just hold W. If you go too fast, you will lose them here. Pay attention to your minimap at all times. You do not want to lose them. Wheelie a tiny bit to get off this jump here. It's up to you really how safe you want to take this and how fast you want to go. But make sure you're paying attention to the minimap at all times. If they're fading out too much, just slow down. It's not worth losing a minute and a half over half a second time save of going a little bit faster.
Hang in there, boys. I got this covered.
With the van, truck,
Keep going.
I always press control here again to make the butt of the van go down quicker on these jumps. You don't have to hit any police cars, doesn't matter. So you can go full speed until this bridge and this shadow. I will let go of W, and at this grassy line, I start holding W again. This will slow you down sufficiently to not lose the crew. Cross here. Don't forget to cross here. Don't cross later. Go up on this ramp to avoid slowdown. And into the yellow dot.
Alright, we got a window. Let's stop at the end of the river, get the bikes in the truck. F, come on, get in.
Here, when the van starts, hold W but let go of W for a second. This will avoid the truck from doing a little crash thing. Basically, if you hold W the whole time, the van will kind of do a jump and slow down. Traffic here is difficult. You're probably most of the time gonna take this route on the sidewalk, but it's really hard to avoid traffic here, especially with this truck. Then slow down, don't hit Lester, it's a tight turn, but we're in. But we're in and it's over. And Trevor percent ends. Right here. Beautiful.
I don't care if you got money now. Don't you get it? That ain't what I was looking for. Not then, not now, not ever.
I know it ain't important. Just let me take you somewhere nice, all right?
Where are you? Are you in a strip club? Grow up. Stop
So how
looking
was
for the
that?
easy way.
Tanisha, I gotta
Is that
go,
good?
alright? I'ma change, I promise. You won't even recognize me.
I'll take questions now, actually, yeah. While we're, I'll include this in the VOD if anyone has questions. I'm sure I missed a lot of questions. Or a few, I don't know. How to change first person fast? I mean, V. Just spam V. Honestly, this was a really good run. I only lost like a minute to the scooters. I think this would have been a really good run otherwise. Am I uploading this to YouTube? I guess I should, yeah. Why cap FPS on merge? So the ledge buffer, if you're on high the ledge buffer, the distance you go is based on FPS. And the setup I use there only works with 60 FPS. How to cap FPS? Okay, so capping FPS. Okay, so what you want to do is, well, what I do is if you're on NVIDIA card, you can open your NVIDIA control panel, go into GTA 5 settings. No, I don't think this was in the old tutorial. This is pretty recent. Any tips on the take cover strat on chop? Hold on, FPS cap first. So to cap your FPS, I use Riva Tuner along with NVIDIA Control Panel. In NVIDIA Control Panel, I have... You know what? I'm just going to link an explanation to this. Because, yeah. I'll link an explanation to this in the video. I'll write it down for myself, actually. Let me open a notepad or something. So what do I need to include in the description? Brake boosting guide. FPS cap guide. Link to old tutorial. Chop pushes for 1 hour. What binds should be changed and maybe optimal graphic settings? Laxias, those are in the old tutorial. Those are up to date. So for that, I will link the old tutorial.